How's it going? So, if you have this problem where you have your automatic refetching set, your tags are set, you're putting in and it's not working. You look at all this stuff and it's not working. The problem is on the back end. All right. So the problem is in the server side. Okay. When you are creating a post request, you have to respond with some kind of an object. So it could be JSON, it could be responds.json. The reason why you need this is because this will fulfill the promise inside of the query, and then it's going to work. Okay, so let me just zoom in so you can see it. So you see, now we are returning. You can do like return send. If you just do status, it's not going to work. You have to return an object. It can be an empty object. Okay, so now we're going to restart. You see, now it's working. Again, if we go here, remove, not going to work now. Okay, so that's kind of the end of the video, but if you want to go more advanced, here is the code you need to add. Well, let me show you. So the code you need to add to your front end is called, so you see you have your query, which is mutation, and then you create a sync on query start, arg is irrelevant, info in here, try catch. Well, try catch you don't really need, but I just added because. And then await query fulfilled. In here, you can see the status of this query. So right now, you will see that it is not fulfilled. You see? So we put A, we post, info triggers, promise pending. You see? Now, here, it says it's fulfilled, but here it says it's pending. So this is false. I don't know why it's actually showing this, because if you look at the code, this is the actual mutation, and it's showing that it has been fulfilled. All right. But there's no update in the UI because the invalidation tag is not triggering, and if we look at the array, we can see that there's only one data in here. But bottom line, this is misleading. You want to look at this one here, you see? And the reason why it's pending is because there's nothing coming from the server. Okay? So you need to return something from the server when you are creating the post. So when you're creating the post, once the promise is fulfilled from the server, then invalidation tag triggers, and when invalidation tag triggers, it will refetch your get query. Okay, so now did I change on the backend? Okay, we're just gonna return JSON. I'll show you that you don't have to always use send. You can use JSON. It can be an empty object. It's still going to work. But bottom line, look at this. It used to be pending, so let's do everything from the beginning. It's going to post. And why does it post? Because we'll look at info. Promise fulfilled. You see? Now promise is fulfilled. Because promise is fulfilled, invalidation tag behavior triggers, and as you can see, it's refetching. And we have now inside post, we're going to have two objects. Okay? I'm going to post this code in the description below. You just need this snippet in here. This one here. I'm going to post the whole like this. I'm just going to post the whole bloody component. Okay, so This is the debugger code. Debugger code that shows the promise state. Alright? I'm just saying because I've been at it for like, I don't know, I've been doing it for like maybe two hours now, possibly 3 hours. I could not understand what the hell is going on. Why is it not working? And it turns out the problem was not in the front end, the problem was in the back end. Which was because when you're creating the post request, you are not returning anything, promise is not fulfilled, validation tag is not being triggered, and the refetch does not happen. Okay? Another way of doing this is, it's a shitty way of doing it, but I'll show you another way of that. You can also trigger the invalidation manually this way. I'll put it in the description below so you can have a look. So you see we are posting, and then this code here, dispatch, whoopsie. Well, you need the API basically. The slice dot utils invalidate tags and whatever the tag was. Where was the tag? The tag was this one here. And we need to probably import dispatch then. Oi, 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 oi. Where is the dispatch? Well, it's probably going to be in blah, right? We just need the dispatch. Okay, so we need use dispatch. We don't need a selector. And then we just need a dispatch. And then okay, in this case, it will invalidate manually. So even if you do not return anything on the back end, it will still refetch because of this code. So you see we start from the start. We're not returning anything from the server. You see it's still working. If you look at info, it's pending. You see? But it's still triggering because we are manually invalidating the tag. Now the problem with this is of course because you might as well just put the fetch function in and then that's about it. Because this is no different to simply triggering posts refetch. It's gonna be exactly the same shizzle. But if you want to kind of be like invalidation this mode mumbo jumbo, like you can do it this way. Because technically you can do just like this as well. Posts, refetch. This is also going to work. You see? That's because, and if we look in here, it's pending. Now, these solutions are horrendous. This is a horrendous solution because this is not scalable. You cannot always be sitting there and trying to use memory to remind yourself to use the fetch query. You need to fix it this way because this is kind of like, this is good training wheels, but in an enterprise project, these solutions are just, it's like your last resort where you absolutely everything is failing, then you can do it. But ideally, you want to fix it in here, right? And solution for this is obviously on the back end. So you contact your backend developer. You say, hey, dude, on this endpoint, there is no return. So the promise gets stuck. Can you return an empty object? Obviously, they're going to do it for you. And then, voila, it's going to work, right? Because, as we can see, we have our promise fulfilled. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.